Open the door, Johnny.
Careful there, Doc. Reckless behavior like that couldn't be good for a surgeon.
So did you have fun, Johnny?
You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
I warned you about Lisa. I told you your little game was gonna end up dangerous. Someone's gonna end up dead.
Well, you look healthy to me, and Lisa was just here, and believe me when I say that she was more than healthy. From what I understand,
A 4-year-old boy is dead, Johnny. Lisa was so desperate to get her hands on that syringe, she tried to run Robin off the road. She ended up hitting and killing Elizabeth Weber's little son, Jake. Blood's not only on her hands, Johnny, it's on yours, too.
Excuse me, can I have the Jaws and Jacks? Thank you. This time you won't get a free pass from Shady Brook. Hopefully you'll end up in prison, where you belong.
Okay, what's got your paranoia in a twist now?
Well, you took the syringe from my locker.
If you say so, though I doubt you have any proof.
You're right. I can't prove it. Was it worth killing a child over?
Excuse me?
Did you see him and just not give a damn?
Okay, I don't know what you're raving about, but I'm not going to stand here.
You were tailing me on Lexington last night. That's the street where Jake Weber lived, where you hit him and he died.
Anything new on the driver that hit Jake Weber?
Yeah, we eliminated 3 suspects so far. Sam McCall, Sonny, and your niece. 4 remain, including a mystery town car with blacked out windows and fake plates.
It's a mob.
Yeah, that or someone else who didn't want to be identified last night. And then there's Luke Spencer, Lisa Niles, and Carly Jacks.
Michael!
Dr. Weber?
Got a second?
You know, actually, I gotta get going.
We should talk. I think the least we owe Jake is to be honest with each other.
You're telling me that I could have hit Jake? That's completely impossible.
Caroline, they've compiled a list of suspects from a traffic camera on Lexington.
I was on Lexington. I was on Lexington. I was coming here to the hospital to see Jocelyn. I was so worried about her, I didn't even pay attention to the road. Oh my God. Are you telling me that I hit Jason's little boy?
Lisa ran over a little kid. Are you sure?
Police have forensics looking at her car as we speak. So, Johnny, was it fun? I mean, are you proud of yourself? Does she get extra points in your little game for killing a little kid?
Sorry.
You're pathetic, Johnny. Was it worth it? Huh? Your game?
I had no idea this was gonna happen.
The hell you didn't. How many times did I warn you? Lisa is dangerous. Might make a little bit more of an impression now, huh?
This is Elizabeth Weber's kid.
Yeah. Jake, come on. Say his name. Not a big deal if it was Robin, right?
No one was supposed to die, all right? This was supposed to be just a game. And if that little kid did die and it's my fault, then yeah, I'll carry that with me for the rest of my life.
Well, I hope so. I hope his face is the last thing you see before you go to sleep every night.
Yeah, but the cops, they don't have proof, right?
Of all the drivers under suspicion, Lisa's the only one crazy enough to kill a little boy and keep driving. You know, Johnny, you might not be charged with accessory, but this is just as much your fault as it is hers.
It shouldn't have gone this far. You should have been stopped months ago, before you had the chance to kill an innocent 4-year-old little boy.
Okay, you don't give up, do you? Of course I'm upset that Elizabeth lost her son, but pinning that on me? Okay, that's a stretch even for you.
You're not gonna get away with it this time. You know, it's so sick that your vendetta against me is so out of control that a child had to die at your hands.
I'm not gonna stand here and listen to this.
Don't bother running to cover up the evidence. The police have already impounded your car, and forensics are going over it as we speak. Any minute, you will be exposed for the evil woman that you really are.
Okay, you know what this is about? This is about you being jealous of me. All right, you're so afraid of losing Patrick. You're gonna accuse me of killing a child?
I am not jealous of you anymore, okay? Patrick and I are back together. Oh, you didn't hear that? Every dirty trick imaginable, and still you end up with nothing. Well, that's not entirely true, because you'll always have this one thing to carry with you. You will always be a child killer.
Look, I know you all circle your wagons to keep the truth hidden. and that everyone had the best of intentions.
You mean for Jake?
I don't know, I guess I should be grateful. At least Elizabeth had a chance to give Jake the best life he could possibly have. The irony is, Jason stepped out of the picture to keep him safe.
Yeah, I guess it proves no matter how much you love a kid, you can't guarantee them a perfect life.
It's eerie standing here looking at you. And the family resemblance between you and Jason and Jake is so strong. It's like I'm seeing who Jake would have become if he lived. It's a heartbreaker, though. Jason and Carly are so close. To have Jason's son be the one who was able to save Jocelyn's life, you know?
Yeah, man, Jocelyn was really sick. Finding a parent to donate organs was a miracle. We can't thank Lucky and Elizabeth enough.
It was a difficult decision for Elizabeth. But I know that as time passes, she'll find comfort knowing that Jake made it possible for Jocelyn to live. Elizabeth and Carly have never gotten along, but I know my sister knows what Carly must have been going through, and as a mother, I know she was glad to help. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm happy for all of Jocelyn's family that she's going to be okay.
Who else is on this list of suspects?
What is this? Are you wondering if you've got enough time to cover up incriminating
I don't have anything to cover up. I'm trying to figure this out. I want to know if I did it. This is Jason we're talking about here. I know how much he loved that little boy. If I did this,
Look,
Luke,
it isn't a lock, Caroline. If they had anything concrete, they would already have made an arrest.
How can I hit a little boy and not know it?
Well, it was dark, and you were rushing to get to the hospital. You were distracted. That big SUV, it's possible to hit a small child.
Oh, no, this is crazy. I mean, it's unthinkable.
I know.
This is my best friend. Oh, God, if I'm responsible.
Hey, look, don't jump to conclusions. You may not have to deal with this. Just deal with what you know.
Okay, I have to find this out. I have to figure it out now. Jocelyn's alive because of that little boy. If I kill Jason's son, I don't know how I live with myself.
I probably should have.
You know what the most tragic part of all of this is?
The apology that you're gonna owe me when you realize that you're wrong about me again.
None of this ever had to happen. I didn't have to live in fear the last few months. Jake didn't have to die. You didn't have to throw away what was left of your sanity or ruin your career. Because what you've been chasing so relentlessly all this time was never yours to have. Patrick never wanted you.
His actions definitely showed otherwise.
What happened with you was a blip in our marriage. It's not going to have any long-lasting effect.
Okay.
And in fact, I think it made our relationship stronger because now we know we can face and overcome anything together.
Oh, you're so delusional.
No, that would be you. And when they prove that you ran down Jake, you will be on your way to prison the way you so richly deserve.
You know what? Another thing you don't know about me, I never go quietly.
Please don't let me be the driver that hit Jake.
Hey, slow down, Caroline. You're on a list of suspects. Whoever hit Jake, it was an accident.
Oh, God, if it was my car, then it was my fault. It means I did it. I was distracted. Why the hell wasn't I paying more attention? Oh, God, when I think about that little boy laying next to me. If this is true and I did this, what do I say to Jason? What is there to say? Oh, my God.
Hey, how's Jocelyn doing?
She's getting better all the time.
Good. Well, I take it you both know you're on the suspect list? I'm not gonna ask how you found out. I'm pretty sure I know how that happened.
You're a suspect? When were you planning on sharing that information?
It slipped my mind. I was worried about you.
You're not worried about me. You're here covering your own ass.
I didn't hit the kid. That much I'm sure of.
But you're not so sure about me.
Okay, look, it's a simple enough matter to prove.
Then do it, please. Check my car first. It's downstairs in the garage. It hasn't been moved since Jocelyn got sick. I want to know if I did this.
Yeah, I need an APB on a 2010 silver SUV, license plate CP2269, registered to a Carly Jacks. That's right, one of the suspect vehicles in the Jake Weber hit and run.
Hey, where have you been?
Oh, jeopardizing my medical career, but it felt good. Hand's a little sore, though.
Boy, what? Putting your fist through a wall or punching someone?
There you go. I simply went over to Johnny's to have a little conversation with him.
Right.
Truth is, I wanted to strangle him with my own hands. How many times did I warn Johnny about Lisa? And that his little game was going to get somebody killed, where she ended up killing Jake.
Which she's denying, of course.
Robin, I keep thinking about Elizabeth. I mean, what if that was Emma?
I know. I'm trying not to think about that. I don't think I could survive that.
I don't think I'll ever forgive myself.
What happened to Jake wasn't your fault.
Kind of is. Lisa's only here because she's been coming after me.
But you can't blame yourself for how crazy Lisa is. That's on her. Go, Mac. Are you here for Lisa?
Yeah, well, I'll get some results back. I can't discuss it right now. We're gonna get to the bottom of it, I promise. Excuse me. Dr. Niles?
I assume you're the head of the committee here to frame me?
I'm here to inform you the forensics on your car has been completed and the results are conclusive. We have traffic camera footage of your car racing through the intersection of Lexington and Gable in pursuit of Robin. We're going to cite you for reckless driving. I guarantee we'll make it stick. However, forensics show that your car was undamaged. There's no trace of any DNA, no indication yours was the car that hit Jake Weber, so for now you're off the hook.
Come on, Mac. It doesn't mean she's not guilty. So what? She's got a car wash.
Look, the investigation is ongoing, all right? We still have 3 other suspect cars to investigate. If there's still no indication as to who's responsible, we'll continue to investigate Dr. Niles. I'll personally see to that.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that the commissioner's looking out for me because it makes it so much easier for me to sue for harassment, malicious prosecution.
Try it. Please.
So once again, this was just another episode of your wife's paranoid imagination.
You know, I've seen you cover your tracks so many times, it doesn't mean you're not guilty. You're the only one soulless enough to kill a little boy and duck responsibility.
Patrick, what does it have to take for you to realize that all I ever did was
No,
love you?
Lisa, nothing ever will change my opinion of you.
Hey, how's the investigation going?
I should ask you the same thing.
What do you mean? Oh, okay, I saw the suspect list on your desk, and I only told my dad that he and Carly were on the list.
Really? And then no other suspects?
I
you get a
only
heads up
told
to?
my dad.
Okay, you know, this isn't okay.
I know, I'm sorry.
But you do it again.
Well, probably. It's my dad, definitely.
Look, I know I'm in no position to criticize given what I kept from you, but this, you could have got me fired.
Okay, well, no one has to know.
That's not the point. I trusted you to not ever even think to do something like that.
Okay, I guess it's kind of like how I trusted you with Brenda.
Again,
I'm sorry.
guess I just-
No, this is stupid. This is not a competition. This is my dad, and I felt like I had to tell him, but really, I'm sorry. I definitely don't want your job to be on the line because of it. I guess I can understand a little better why you kept your secret with Brenda, because it feels like some loyalties can't be ignored.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do.
What?
Make damn sure I do a better job of concealing stuff on my desk.
How the hell long does it take to run forensics on 3 cars?
Well, we got an EPB out on Carly's car. It wasn't in the garage of the hospital like she said it was. Luke's car's next, and we still haven't tracked down the mystery town car with the forged plates.
You know what, it wouldn't surprise me if that vehicle with the forged plates turns out to be a Corinthos car. Maybe that's what Michael was doing here.
Michael's here?
Yeah, well, according to Ronnie, he came down to complain about Sonny's car being impounded. Just as he was getting into it, Christina went hysterical and he had to take her out.
What was wrong with Christina?
I have no idea, but in the future, try to keep your siblings out of the squad room.
Hello?
Yeah. Hey, it's me. Where are you?
Actually, I'm in an alley off 3rd. I gotta do a fender bender.
Oh, hi. Hey, have you heard from your brother?
No, I was hoping that he would be here. I know, I just don't think that he should be alone, but I don't want to crowd him.
I understand. Well, he'll find us when he needs us.
Yeah. So, Dante's not too happy with me because I broke all kinds of confidences telling you that you and Carly were on the suspect list.
Oh. So he can have secrets, but you can't.
Oh, that's actually exactly what I said to him, but that's crossing a line.
Some lines should be crossed.
It just never occurred to me not to tell you. You're my father. Carly's my cousin. I feel like you needed to know.
I know, baby. That's what's called loyalty.
But what if Carly's guilty?
What do you mean? What are you afraid of? That she might use the advance notice to go hide evidence or something?
No. Not with this. Not when it comes to Jason. Jason?
I didn't know if you'd be here. I wasn't sure if you'd taken off on your motorcycle and if I'd ever see you again.
Came close.
I know this doesn't help, but Jocelyn's doing much better.
Yeah, Sam told me. I'm glad she's doing okay.
I spent the night in the hospital with her, and I woke up this morning and she was smiling at me and making noises, and my beautiful little girl is alive, and that's because of you.
It's because of Lucky and Elizabeth.
No, it's because of you. You've never failed me. Not ever.
What are you doing here? What aren't you saying to me?
Patrick and I are signing out, but we're reachable.
Thank you. So you ready?
Yeah. I'm glad you suggested a walk with Emma. We have a lot of family time to make up for.
Yes, we do.
This is Carly's car.
Yeah.
You want to tell me what happened?
Yeah, my mom's still at the hospital. She couldn't leave, so I picked up the car, brought it home for her. Went down the alley, and some jerk came at me the wrong way. Had to swerve to avoid him, ran right into a wall.
You know, you'd be one hell of an undercover cop the way you lie.
Dante, I know what you're talking about.
Just stop, okay? Don't make it worse. I know you saw the suspect list. You know your mother was on it. You took this car, you drove it into a wall to destroy any evidence that could prove that she was guilty of hitting Jake. Lie your way out of that.
I think I know Caroline pretty well. I have no doubt that if she was the one who hit Jake, it was an accident.
Yeah, but if it was her?
Well, I know if it was her, that's it. I mean, to kill a child is bad enough, but then to have that kid be the reason that your child lives.
You know what? There's another car with forged plates. Forged plates. It's got to be them.
Yeah, phony plates. Those people had something to hide. I don't see people like that stopping for a hurt kid.
It's got to be them. Carly couldn't have hit Jake.
If she did, I have no doubt that it was an accident. Even so, though. Man, how do you ever get over killing a child?
Whatever happened, just tell me and we'll figure it out.
Your son just died. You don't have to take care of him.
Well, maybe I want to.
I was at home when I got the call from Steve Weber that Jax had brought Jocelyn to the hospital. All I could think about was getting to my little girl, so, you know, Adams has so many lights on it, so I decided to take Lexington. Lexington is where Elizabeth lives. And I was on the phone trying to get in touch with Jax. And I wasn't paying attention to the road. And I don't know how I'll live with myself if it's true. But I could have been the driver who killed your